You give one of them some money, word soon spreads. Here you are, 50p. Now off you go, dear.
Do what?
There's a spud you like round the corner. You can have a baked potato and a cup of tea.
And you can have a bottle of peroxide and a knuckle sandwich. Stuck up, careful. I was a bag lady or something. What you staring at, Vidal?
Well, be fair, Sharon. You don't exactly look like you're on your way to tea with the Queen Mum.
Well, I've been cleaning myself into a muck sweat, haven't I? You want to see the state the man from Atlantis left my flat in? Honestly, Trace, I tell you, this subletting lark ain't worth the aggro.
Well, I did warn you about having a circus performer staying in your flat.
Yeah, but how was I to know he kept his performing seals in the bathroom? The whole flat is ankle deep in fish heads. And the smell.
I know. Mind you, seals are lovely in their place.
But not in my place.
Oh. Remember when we took Garfield up Chesington for his 5th birthday?
I weren't there.
Yes, you was. You had that burger, give you food poisoning.
Oh, yeah, I remember. My own fault for eating mincemeat in a zoo. Especially as they were culling the camels at the time.
Oh, and didn't Garfield love that seal what balanced his balls on the end of his nose?
Mind you, we'd all like to meet someone that could do that. But until we do, I'll just have to make do with winning the premium bonds.
Really? How much?
100 quid. Oh, Trace, it's like a shaft of light in a world full of seal droppings.
Hang about. This ain't yours.
You what?
It's made out to Chris.
So? We're still husband and wife. What's his is mine, and what's mine is mine and all.
What? Ain't you going to tell him he's won?
Only if I can't get his signature right.
Sharon?
I've been practising on the bus. Here, what do you reckon?
I don't know. Looks like it was written by a semi-literate 9-year-old.
Success! Chris to a T. Now, all you've got to do is pay it into your bank for me and give me the hackers.
But this is Chris's money. We'll be stealing it.
Only technically. Anyway, what about all the money he nicked out of my purse over the years?
Look, Sharon, 2 wrongs don't make a right. I ain't being party to theft.
What? That's rich coming from someone whose lifestyle is the fruit of armed robbery.
That ain't the point. Anyway, money's a bit tight for me and all at the moment, but...
That's only because you're spending it all on your barnet.
But you wouldn't catch me stealing off my own husband.
And Chris won't catch me if you pay that into your bank account.
No way.
Thank you very much.
You horrible cow.
It's all right, she's my sister.
No, she ain't. I've never seen her before in my life.
Oh, dear.
What's your sugar?
Blimey, them roll-ups, the half stink.
Can't say I noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I bought your cutter.
No, no need. Blimey, give that a portion, eh?
Barrel?
Oh, well, sorry, sugar. Just slipped out as the flasher said to the gym mistress.
That ain't funny.
Makes me laugh.
So, how you been?
Not bad. Dreadful outbreak of the squits the other week. Went for the whole wing.
A seat on the boat was in more demand than a cup final ticket.
Lovely, Chris. Charming. Anything else I can pass on to Nigel Dempster?
No. That was a highlight of my week.
Well, I've got something that'll put the colour back in your cheeks.
Hey? Blimey! 100 spons? Hey, magic!
I thought you'd be chuffed. Give it back to us then, I'll look after it for you.
Get off! Now you can lodge it with the governor. Then I can use it for some of life's little luxuries, you know. Extra cigs, decent shampoo.
Soft toilet paper.
If only. Hey, what's all this?
What?
My signature all over the envelope.
Well, I was going to cash it for you, then smuggle the Reddies in.
No, you weren't. You was going to keep it. You blood-sucking cow. It's not enough I'm languishing in here.
Languishing? Get you!
Languishing in here because I went outside the law to try and make a better life for us.
Oh, right. So when you were doing all that screwing around, it was just so I could catch up on my beauty sleep of the night, eh?
What? You'd have to kick for a 10 stretch before it did your looks any good. Right. Right, that's you off my visiting list. I never want to see you again.
Can I have that in writing?
Come on.
That's the second time she's been chucked out of somewhere this week.
Went for a transfer to the kitchens last Wednesday. No, I'm not hoping.
No.
What'd I do?
What happened to you?
He really gives me the hump.
Oh, he can still do that to you after 2 years inside. You sure you don't love him still, deep down?
That's exactly where I would love him. Deep down, about 6 feet. What's the matter with Daryl?
Nothing. Why? Did Chris say something?
No, but I could see. I mean, his clothes, and he ain't shaved. And I haven't read no book on etiquette that recommends picking your nose and wiping it on the underneath of a table.
He never.
He's really let himself go, Trace. You ain't noticed it seeing him once a week. But I ain't been here for a couple of months. I can see the change. He is going downhill faster than Cyril Smith on a Teflon-coated sledge.
Don't be so stupid. It's just your imagination.
No, it ain't. You've only got to look at him. I mean, Daryl used to be really smart. Take a pride in his appearance. Now he looks like an entrant in the Wurzel Garage lookalike contest.
Look, just shut it or you'll be getting the train home.
And he ain't washed his hair since Maggie Thatcher got the big E. I know he was fond of her, but he don't have to go into mourning.
That's it. I warned you.
Trace! Trace, the door! Trace, don't muck about! Tracy! Tracy! Trace! No money for my train fare.
Disappeared? I'll give her disappeared. I spend a fortune on a Mexican takeaway and she goes walkabout.
If anything's happened to her, I'll never forgive myself. Do you think we should phone the police?
No, I think we should have a drink. Make you feel better. Now, you knock back the tequila, lip the salt, and bite the lime. Or do you bite the lime, nip the salt, and knock back the tequila? There. Feel better?
I'll do a bit. Here she is. Shall, I'm really, really sorry.
Sorry? Sorry? Fat lot of good sorry is abandoning me in the middle of Kent.
Well, I went back for you after 5 minutes, but you dropped it.
Oh, Kent hopped it. That's very true.
Of course I'd hopped it. I'd started the long and painful 39.25-mile hike back to Chigwell, hadn't I?
How can I make it up to you, Shal? Just let me know.
Well, for a start, you can get me a new pair of trainers and some new feet to go in them.
Tell you what, you can have a nice jacuzzi later. Stuff the gas bill.
Dinner is served.
What's all this with the lime, Doc?
Oh, that's how Patrick Swayze drank it in Ghost.
Before or after he got killed?
Well, I can't get nothing out of this.
Yes, well, you have to suck harder.
Well, we ain't all had the same amount of practice as you do.
I don't know why I come here to be insulted.
Saves you going round your mum's, doesn't it? Oh, it's funny curry, isn't it?
It's not curry, it's Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. Isn't that a dry cleaning process?
Chili, enchiladas, tortillas, guacamole, salsa.
Oh, no, So you've memorised the Brazilian football team very well. What's this, Dot?
Oh, I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. It's a chili pepper, that's right. Whatever you do, don't bite it. You know, it's quite tasty, really, this Mexican food.
Hang about. How come you know it's exactly 39¼ mile back from Maidstone?
From the Tacoma in this French Arctic will give me a lift.
And here's me feeling all guilty.
Oh, well, it serves you right. It's no thanks to you that I didn't have to walk it home.
You got a ride in a French lorry? What was the driver like? Did he have stubble and a grubby vest and a half-smoked disc bleu stuck to his lower lip?
And a big French stick in his shopping bag.
How does it take you so long to get back?
Tried it on, didn't he? We'd only been on the road 10 minutes when he said he had to pull over for 3 hours or he'd exceed his legal limit. And then he asked me, did I know that all these big lorries have a little sort of bedroom behind the cabin?
They don't. Where exactly were you when you thumbed this lift? Give map references, if possible.
Then he said he really liked me.
And this is after 10 whole minutes. The dirty trucker.
He said, did I know how lonely it was on the road and that he hadn't been with a woman since Dubrovnik? And did I realise that I was sitting on the one thing every red-blooded truck driver dreams about?
And what did you say?
I said, I'm sorry if I've melted your Yorkie, mate, but
You're making all this up, aren't you?
yeah. Actually, he was a born-again Christian. He spent the entire time trying to get me to see the light.
How come you two get all hot and bothered about some sweaty, stubbly, chain-smoking, froggy truck driver, but just 'cause my Daryl's let himself get a bit untidy?
Yeah, but your Daryl ain't French, is he?
Exactly. You have to be Gallic to get away with body odour.
Oh, so she's admitted to you that her old man's got a bit whiffy, has she?
No, I was just telling Dorian how you thought Daryl had changed a little.
It's hardly surprising. He has been locked up for 2 years with 1,000 hairy, unwashed, tattooed desperados.
I think Dorian's just decided where to take her summer holidays.
What bothers me is if he's like this now after 2 years, what's he going to be like when he comes out?
Eh? Where'd that come from?
From a seething, unconscious maelstrom that is the real Tracy Stubbs.
All right, I admit Daryl's become sort of a bit of a...
Couth slob?
Who asked you?
No, I didn't mean it as an insult, but it is fascinating the way our husbands have changed. See, when I first met Marcus, he was a sexual dynamo.
Yeah? What happened?
I think his fan belt snapped.
But you think I'm a right gonk, don't you, Shell? Waiting for Daryl, saving myself for him, while he's busy drooling over other blokes' wives that turn up for visiting with their knockers hanging out.
Well, if you put it like that, Trace...
Well, if Daryl's personality has been, well, coarsened in prison, you might have to try to adapt to him.
Are you saying I should start dressing like a slag on visiting day too?
No, of course not. Not if you don't want to. Well, if you don't want to try to adapt to him.
Oh, I should give him up. Pawn me wedding ring and never see him again, is that it?
It worked for me, Trace.
So you're saying Daryl's not the same Daryl I married? He's not the same Daryl I had my Garfy with? He's not the same Daryl I love? Well, go on, get out. Sing your rock, get out.
It weren't me, it was her.
Well, shake a piss off and all.
Excuse me. 4 times in 1 week. Is this a record?
What are you doing in there?
Well, I can't get thrown out of here, can I? I can only get thrown in.
Yeah, sorry about last night. I reckon it was the tequila talking.
Or the lime. I'm sorry about yesterday and all. I shouldn't have gone on about Daryl turning into a... Well, I shouldn't have.
Well, he has changed. No point denying it. Here, Shal, when was it you first realised you was falling out of love with Chris?
I think it was when he kept calling me Mount Olympus during his wedding speech. True. Look, here's a nice fat letter from Daryl. I bet it's full of his usual lovey-dovey stuff.
Oh, love him. He must have written it straight after the visit. Dirty sod. Can you believe this? My darling Tracy.
It's hardly grounds for divorce.
Sorry about clocking Wiggins' missus today, but she was an eyeful, weren't she? Mind you, I don't think God endowed her of any more than he gave you. Only Wiggins reckons she's got this uplift bra, and he reckons it can turn lemons into melons at a squeeze. Why don't you get one? And while you're at it, what about wearing stockings on your next visit? He don't want a wife. He wants a page-free bird.
Of course he does. You'll just have to do. Thanks for sending the visit in order.
It's all right.
Only after we had our Barney when you implied you didn't want to see me again until my funeral.
Well, that was before this telemessage, weren't it? I mean, I can't bear a grudge now, can I?
Suppose not.
Fancy winning a premium bonds 2 months running, eh? Look, it's chronic, isn't it, eh? You know, my mum bought me 2 premium bonds when I was born. Never had a sniff in 35 years, and then they come up 2 months running. 500 quid.
Yeah.
500 quid. Yeah, this could change my life in here, you know. I mean, with money behind me, I could improve myself. I could become a loan shark.
All right, calm down a minute, Don Corleone.
What? What is it?
I want to talk to you about Daryl.
Yeah.
Have you noticed anything different about him lately?
Well, apart from the fact he's become a Buddhist monk?
I'm serious, Chris.
Ah, can't say I noticed nothing. Then again, I don't see that much of him. You know, we ain't sellies no more. Why?
I think he's gone a bit funny. He's let himself go. He's writing crude, unfeeling letters to Tracy suggesting things that really upset her.
Yeah? Like what?
Mind your own. Look, I want you to have a word with him. Sort him out. Otherwise, he's going to lose her.
Yeah, well, I can't exactly steam into his cell and do an advert for marriage, can I? I mean, I wasn't exactly the best husband in the world, was I?
You weren't the best husband in our flat.
All right, I admit it. Some of the things I've done I feel really bad about.
Good.
Like when I pulled your maid of honour at our wedding reception.
You what?
I thought you knew.
I do now.
Look, let's bury the hatchet.
I'd love to, Chris, but the screws confiscated it. Now, come on, what are we going to do about Daryl? I want you to talk to him.
All right, I'll talk to him.
You swear?
You know I do. It's a bad habit, but...
I'm serious, Chris. Swear on your mum's life.
Oh, no, I can't do that. Shane been well recently. I'll tell you what, I swear on your life.
Just tell him.
All right, I'll talk to him, no problem. Hey, where's me winnings?
There ain't none.
What?
Don't be a bigger veg than God already made you. Nobody wins a premium bonds 2 months on the trot.
No, but this says...
It was just a stroke to get in to see you.
What? You devious cow. You want to watch yourself doing a vicious thing like that. You know, I've got some hard friends on the outside.
Shut up, you prat.
Right. You think I'm going to sort Daryl out for you now?
What are you talking about? You're supposed to be his best mate, Chris. Don't do it for me. Do it for him.
All right, Dal.
So, what you been up to?
I just had a visit from Sharon. Sends her love.
Oh, yeah? Wish I'd known. Wouldn't mind seeing her again.
I said Sharon.
Yeah, I know. The way she belted you the other day made quite an impression on me.
Me and all.
You know what I mean? It's got to be a bit of a game bird, isn't it, eh?
I wouldn't know. Never used to play many home games.
I had a saucy dream about her the other night. She's got quite tasty since I last saw her. Or is it we've been in here too long?
We've been in here too long.
I don't think it could be that, because I can still appreciate classical feminine beauty. I mean, I could strump that all night.
Yeah, no, I want to talk to you about that.
Yeah, get your paws off it. I'll give Smudge a 5 snout for that.
No, but you never used to like pin-ups. I mean, you used to be happy with him. Nice fighters, Tracy.
Yeah. But your memory needs a bit more of a jump start after a couple of years in this place. Yeah. Wiggins reckons that the next time his missus comes in, she's promised not to wear no knickers. What about that then, eh?
What, is she on the, what does she do for a living then?
Psychiatric social worker. You know what? You're right about Tracy's picture. Aces.
Oh, no, that's terrible.
I know, but if you squint, it's all right. When it gets dark... Anyway, what's it got to do with you?
Yeah, all right. Cards on the table. Look, Sharon reckons Tracy thinks you become crude and unfeeling. She says Tracy's all upset about that letter you sent her. I mean, I don't know what you wrote in it.
Hey, just asked her to flash a bit more flesh next visit, that's all. What's crude and unfeeling about that? She's my wife. I'm entitled.
But I mean, well, Tracy ain't like that. I bet you'd be right choked if she was. I mean, look, how long do you reckon Wiggins' missus is going to stay faithful, then, eh?
About 2 seconds when I get my hands on it.
Well, there you are then, like Tracy says, crude and unfeeling. I mean, well, look at the state of you.
What state?
Nothing.
No, Chris, come on. You got something to say? You say it. I can take it.
All right, fair enough. Well, you got worse stubble than Yasser Arafat. Your hair looks like a straw pigs sleep on, and your niff like a camel enclosure at the zoo. Oh, you said you could take it!
I was lying. Daryl Stubbs, you're a total waste of space.
I brought some of my most effective outfits.
She don't want to go.
No, where is she?
Upstairs.
So, what's all this I hear about you not visiting Darryl today?
Thank you, Sharon. Why don't you put an advert in the paper while you're at it?
Just because your man desires a little harmless titillation.
You told her everything.
Yes. No.
Yes.
Look, Tracy, can I say something?
No.
Thank you. I think you are overreacting to Darryl's letter. You can't blame him for noticing this Sonia Wiggins.
Noticing? His tongue was hanging out so far, he nearly broke his jaw.
But it's not his fault. Put yourself in his place. Suppose you were banged down.
Up.
And he was visiting you. Wouldn't you want him to, well, make an effort?
Well, I wouldn't want him to turn up in a Lorix G-string, letting it all hang out.
Can't you meet him halfway?
He's not allowed out.
I mean, indulge his baser needs a little. After all, you do owe him something. He is your husband.
That's right, coming from you.
Look, I just happen to have a few outfits here.
Oh, you usually walk around with half a dozen dresses draped on your arm, do you?
Do you want my help or not?
Go on, Trace. Give her a chance.
Oh, all right. Show us what you got.
Well, this one I wore to my Auntie Clara's funeral.
You wore that to a funeral?
Well, she was being buried by a very hunky rabbi.
You pulled a rabbi?
Well, it was a very liberal congregation. Besides, he was single.
Well, you weren't.
But he didn't know that. Now, this got me through my driving test 4 years ago.
Oh, it's fabulous, doll.
It won't fit me.
I bet it would.
Go on, try it on. You'll make Daryl's day.
Oh, all right. Give us it here.
Oh,
didn't know you'd only been driving 4 years, doll.
I've been driving since 1971. I just went through a phase where I really fancied driving examiners. I think it was the way they said, when I bang this on the dash, I want you to stop immediately.
Bang what on the dash? Well, what do you think? You look great, Trace. You're really going to make Daryl's fortnight.
Hello, doll.
You look great.
Yeah, well, I thought it was about time to pack in the old dirty protest.
Yeah?
Yeah, plus Chris took me aside and told me some home truths.
Good for him. Did you thank him?
No, not exactly.
You look like you've been up with Elsa soon or something.
Yeah, well, next best thing. There's a bloke on our landing who used to have his own salon up west till he got stopped at customs with a kilo of grass stuffed inside his Carmen rollers. He give me the works. Hair, facial, manicure.
And you did all this for me?
Well, for us, yeah. We both got to make an effort to keep this marriage going, eh?
Yeah. I suppose you could say she's making an effort.
Well, just like that, she's probably making a fortune.
So you wouldn't like me to come here with everything on show like?
Oh, that letter, it wasn't really me. I was going through a bad patch. Why don't you take your coat off? You're staying, aren't you?
Of course.
It's baking in here. Boiler's been on the blink ever since a couple of mad jocks tried to use it to make some whiskey. Go on, take it off, or you won't get the benefit.
All right.
Is that a new dress?
No, I've had it a couple of months. Why?
Oh, it's lovely. Suits you.
Don't really show much cleavage, though, does it?
Leave it out. You're not that kind of girl. Thank God.
What'll I do when you are far away and I am blue? What'll I do
when I'm alone with only dreams of you that won't come true? What'll I do that won't come true? What'll I do?